Just as the great celestial mechanics dictate the grand ballet of the cosmos, where ancient giants of light and shadow perform their predictable, yet terrifying, masquerades, so too does the inner firmament of man witness its own profound eclipses. For millennia, our collective unconscious has charted these astral conjunctions, not merely as astronomical events, but as archetypal blueprints for the soul's deepest dramas. Consider the solar eclipse, a cosmic moment of stark, disorienting truth, where the familiar, life-giving sun, that boundless wellspring of the self, the true, incandescent core of our being, is momentarily, yet utterly, consumed by the audacious silhouette of the moon. This lunar disk, a mere reflection, a pale imitation, is the very embodiment of the ego, the meticulously constructed edifice of our small, individual I, born of societal decree and the relentless grind of personal ambition. A monument built stone by stone from the fears and aspirations borrowed from 1,000 lesser suns. This is not merely a metaphor, it is the very architecture of our internal economy. For generations, we have been indoctrinated into a system where the ego, like a burgeoning industrial titan in the Gilded Age, has systematically fenced off the wilderness of the self. It has claimed ownership of the fertile lands of intuition, dammed the free-flowing rivers of emotion, and erected its towering factories of logic and utility, demanding relentless productivity from every corner of our inner landscape. The self, once a sprawling, sovereign territory, rich with the untamed biodiversity of authentic desire and primal wisdom, has been reduced to a mere resource for the ego's insatiable appetite for control and validation. It has become a colonized domain, its indigenous wisdom suppressed, its natural rhythms subjugated to the ticking clock of external demands. To truly navigate these shadowed valleys, to understand the intricate, often brutal, architecture of your inner empire, *** commit to this journey ** by subscribing. Let your presence be recorded in the annals of this unfolding epic, for the path ahead demands steadfast companions. And it is in this orchestrated suppression, this meticulous obscuring of our true light, that the phenomenon of envy finds its most fertile ground. Envy is not a simple vice, a petty foible of the human spirit. It is a seismic tremor in the carefully constructed facade of the ego. It is the moment when the moon of our individual self-perception, swollen with its own perceived inadequacy, dare to stand directly before the brilliant sun of another's undeniable radiance. In that blinding moment of perceived lack, when another's success or innate luminosity casts our own shadow into stark relief, a profound cosmic event occurs within the psyche. The ego, in its frantic attempt to maintain its illusion of self-sufficiency, momentarily blocks out the very source of life-giving light, plunging the inner world into a chilling, disorienting twilight. Yet, it is precisely in this moment of darkest eclipse, when the moon of ego seemingly vanquishes the sun of self, that the most breathtaking truth is revealed, the magnificent, ethereal corona. This incandescent halo, usually invisible in the blinding light of day, now flares forth with an almost divine intensity, a shimmering testament to the sun's enduring power, a visible signature of its profound and eternal presence. And so it is with envy. When our inner world is eclipsed by the shadow of another's perceived glory, when the biting chill of inadequacy momentarily obscures our own inherent worth, it is then, and only then, that the corona of our own deepest, most authentic desires becomes visible. These are not the shallow longings manufactured by the ego, the trinkets of status, the fleeting applause of the crowd, but the primal, molten core of what our true self genuinely yearns for. Envy, then, is not merely pain. It is a brutal, necessary interruption of the ego's dominion, a momentary system crash that reveals the underlying architecture. It is the spontaneous uprising of the inner Luddites, smashing the machinery of our self-deception, revealing the raw, unadulterated yearning that lies beneath. It screams, not "I want what they have," but rather "I yearn for the times, feeling times that achievement brings." The times, freedom times, it implies. The times, essence times of that light which I have so meticulously, yet unconsciously, suppressed within myself. It is a whispered rebellion from the depths, a desperate plea for the recognition of our own dormant potential, a yearning for the territories of the soul that the ego, in its relentless pursuit of conformity and control, has long since declared off-limits or unproductive. If this echo of the forgotten resonates within your bones, if it stirs a recognition of a truth long buried beneath the concrete of daily life, then asterisk, asterisk, share this revelation, asterisk, asterisk. Let it be a beacon for others lost in their own inner darkness. For collective awakening begins with individual recognition. This corona, this radiant ring of hidden aspirations, is the very map to our imprisoned self. It points to the parts of our authentic being that the ego, in its grand colonization project, deemed too wild, too unconventional, too unprofitable to integrate into its industrial complex. It shows us where our soul's true gold lies buried, not in the barren landscapes of what we lack, but in the fertile, untapped potential of what we are capable of becoming. And the journey to reclaim this inner territory, to decolonize the soul from the tyrannical rule of the ego, is not a gentle stroll through a manicured garden. It is a perilous expedition into the untamed wilderness of our own shadow, a confrontation with the very structures that have held our true light captive. It demands a dismantling, a stripping away, a chaotic unraveling of the carefully constructed illusions that have defined our existence. The foundations of the inner empire, built on sand and the fleeting promises of external validation, are destined to crack under the weight of this burgeoning truth. The storm is brewing, and the first tremors are already being felt within the very core of your being, challenging the legitimacy of the ego's long-held throne, signaling the inevitable, glorious collapse of a regime that has forgotten its own true source of power. And so, the grand illusion begins to fray at the edges, the meticulously woven tapestry of the ego's dominion, revealing the stark, threadbare reality beneath. For what is a throne without its subjects, a regime without its consent, or an empire whose very foundations are built upon the denial of its own source of vitality? The tremors you feel are not merely the isolated rumblings of personal discontent. They are the seismic shocks of a vast, internal tectonic shift, a long overdue reckoning with the imperial ambition of the ego. It is a moment akin to the fall of Rome, not a single catastrophic event, but a slow, agonizing unraveling from within, hastened by the very weight of its own unsustainable expansion. The anxiety that gnaws at your modern soul, that relentless, low-frequency hum beneath the surface of daily life, is not a pathological defect. It is the times, Luddite rebellion, times of your deepest instincts, the ancient, organic machinery of your being protesting the relentless, dehumanizing rhythm of the ego's industrial complex. Your body, your spirit, your very capacity for joy have become factories running on unsustainable schedules, fueled by artificial demands, producing a surplus of meaningless commodities, while the core resources, your authentic energy, your inherent creativity, your connection to the wild, untamed self, are ruthlessly exploited and depleted. The incessant drive for productivity, for efficiency, for more, has created an inner economy in perpetual crisis, where the workers, your emotions, your intuition, your primal urges are pushed to the breaking point, their voices suppressed, their strikes ignored. They are the serfs of your inner feudal system, bound to the barren land of the ego's sterile logic, longing for the fertile, communal fields of the self. When the system breaks, as all unsustainable systems eventually must, it manifests not as a gentle transition, but as a violent, disorienting crisis of meaning. The supply chains of purpose snap. The once reliable narratives of who you are and what you should be doing collapse, and you are left adrift in a spiritual wasteland. This is the inner equivalent of the Great Depression of 1929, where the perceived wealth of external validation and societal approval evaporates overnight, leaving behind only the stark reality of existential poverty. The very currency of your self-worth, once pegged to 1,000 external metrics, suddenly becomes worthless, and the grand edifices of your identity, your career, your relationships, your perceived successes begin to crumble like so many derelict skyscrapers in a ghost city. And in this internal collapse, the suppressed indigenous wisdom of the self begins to reassert itself. The whispers of the soul, long drowned out by the clamour of the ego's factories and the cacophony of modern demands, grow into a primal roar. These are the forgotten voices, the exiled desires, the raw, untamed aspects of your being that the ego, in its relentless pursuit of civilized conformity, had relegated to the dark, unexplored territories of the shadow. They are the dispossessed, the marginalized, the forgotten tribes of your true self, now rising in rebellion, demanding recognition, demanding sovereignty over their rightful lands. This is not a pleasant awakening. No revolution ever is. It is a period of immense discomfort, a terrifying descent into the unknown, a journey through the nigredo of the alchemical process, the blackening, the putrefaction, the necessary decomposition of everything that has outlived its purpose. It is the dismantling of the old regime, the tearing down of monuments built to false gods, the burning of worn-out maps that no longer lead anywhere true. You may feel lost, adrift, as if the very ground beneath your feet has dissolved into an abyssal void. This is precisely the point. The ego, in its death throes, will cling to every last vestige of control, every familiar comfort, every predictable pattern. It will project fear, doubt, and despair, attempting to convince you that this collapse is the end, when in fact it is the only true beginning. For the wilderness that the ego once colonized, the fertile grounds it once fenced off and exploited, lie waiting. The rivers of intuition, long dammed, are ready to flow freely once more. The ancient forests of instinct, once clear-cut for the ego's sprawling industrial parks, are poised for regrowth. This dismantling, this painful, necessary deconstruction, is the prerequisite for a profound act of decolonization. It is the first step towards reclaiming your inner territories, towards becoming, not a product of the industrial age, but a sovereign being in communion with the deepest rhythms of life. If the echoes of this inner revolution resonate within your very bones, if you find yourself recognizing the debris of a collapsing empire within your own psyche, then know that you are not alone in this profound, yet terrifying, transition. Many have walked this path, feeling the ground give way beneath them, sensing the old gods dying. To continue this journey, to truly understand the maps of this inner wilderness, and to find your way back to the fertile lands of your authentic self. Ensure our paths remain connected. Subscribe, and let this shared saga of the soul continue to unfold, guiding you through the inevitable darkness towards the dawn of a new, sovereign existence. The greatest battles are not fought on distant fields, but within the very chambers of the human heart. And the war for your true self has just begun. The whispers of the indigenous soul are growing louder, calling you home, away from the sterile, concrete jungles of the ego's failed experiment, back to the wild, vibrant heart of who you were always meant to be. This is a journey that will test the very limits of your endurance, demanding a courage far greater than any soldier in a physical war. For the enemy is not outside, but an empire built within. An empire built within, its fortifications not of stone and mortar, but of deeply ingrained belief systems, protective mechanisms hardened over a lifetime, and the insidious comfort of the familiar. This inner empire, the ego's dominion, possesses a formidable bureaucratic apparatus, an intricate network of defenses designed to maintain the status quo, to rationalize its exploitative practices, and to suppress any whisper of rebellion. It operates with the cold, efficient logic of a corporate behemoth defending its market share, deploying legions of cognitive biases, denial, and projection as its ideological shock troops. To challenge this empire is to declare war on the very architecture of your perceived reality, to disrupt the careful balance of a system that, however flawed, has at least offered a semblance of order and predictability. The journey through this burgeoning civil war of the self is precisely what Carl Jung referred to as the confrontation with the shadow ***. It is a descent into the forgotten basements of the psyche, the dank, dusty archives where the ego has meticulously filed away every inconvenient truth, every unacceptable desire, every exiled fragment of your authentic being. These are not external demons, but the very monsters under the bed of your modern existence, the accumulated consequences of a life lived in denial, the spectres of choices unmade and potentials left fallow. They are the ghost towns of dreams abandoned, the desolate landscapes of repressed emotions, the forgotten voices of your true lineage, now stirring from their long slumber. Imagine the decaying industrial heartlands of America, the abandoned factories with their broken windows, the rusting machinery standing as monuments to a bygone era of prosperity and purpose. These are the physical manifestations of an economic system that prioritized profit over people, production over spirit. leaving behind a trail of desolation and forgotten communities. So too, within your soul, lie these internal rust belts, the areas of your being that were once vibrant, productive, and connected to a deeper sense of meaning, now left to rot under the ego's relentless drive for superficial gains and external validation. The grief, the anger, the unfulfilled longing that you encounter in this internal landscape are not flaws. They are the desperate cries of these abandoned inner communities, demanding recognition, demanding a reckoning for the exploitation they have endured. This internal reckoning is the necessary collapse of the old order, the tearing down of the false idols that have presided over your inner world. It manifests not as a gentle dissolution, but as a series of profound, often brutal, confrontations. Perhaps it is a relationship that crumbles, revealing the unspoken truths it once held captive. Perhaps it is a career that implodes, forcing you to question the very foundations of your worth. Or perhaps it is a deep, existential void that opens up, swallowing the certainties you once held dear. This is the dark night of the soul, a term not of poetic lament, but of stark psycho-spiritual reality. It is the moment when the last vestiges of the ego's light are extinguished, plunging you into an abyssal darkness where the familiar landmarks vanish, and the very concept of a path forward seems to evaporate. In this profound darkness, there is no escape, no distraction, no superficial comfort that can quell the rising tide of discomfort. This is the crucible where true transformation begins. The nigredo phase of alchemy fully realized, the blackening, the decomposition, the putrefaction of all that is false, brittle, and unsustainable within you. It is the spiritual equivalent of a vast, cleansing forest fire, burning away the deadwood, the undergrowth, the accumulated debris of a lifetime, leaving behind only the rich, fertile ash from which new life can spring. This process is terrifying because it feels like annihilation, like the complete and utter undoing of the self. Yet, it is precisely in this undoing, in this confrontation with the raw, untamed forces of your own being, that the seeds of a profound decolonization, are sown. To truly walk through this fire, to face the phantoms and the forgotten truths that emerge from the smoke, requires a courage that few are willing to summon. It is a lonely path, often misunderstood by those still clinging to the illusions of the ego's fading empire. But for those who dare to venture into this sacred darkness, a profound promise awaits, the possibility of reclaiming a sovereignty far grander and more authentic than any the ego could ever offer. If these words resonate with the deep, primal fear and the flickering hope that stir within your soul, if you recognize the signs of this inevitable collapse and the promise of a new dawn, then share this message Let it be a beacon, a whispered truth for others, navigating their own internal twilight. For the collective awakening begins with the courage of individuals to face their own crumbling empires. This is not merely an intellectual exercise. It is an existential mandate, a call to arms for the very soul of humanity, echoing the cries of a planet yearning for liberation from its own unsustainable systems. For the internal landscape reflects the external, and the healing of one cannot truly begin without the healing of the other. This profound mirroring, where the internal landscape reflects the external, And the healing of one cannot truly begin without the healing of the other, is not merely a philosophical observation. It is an urgent biological and spiritual imperative. For just as the planet groans under the weight of an insatiable industrial complex, its ancient forests razed, its rivers poisoned, its biodiversity plundered for the sake of an ever-expanding unsustainable economy, so too does the human soul writhe in anguish under the relentless exploitation of the ego. The very same logic that clear-cuts a rainforest for a fleeting profit margin is at work within you, silencing your intuition, paving over your wild creativity, and draining the aquifers of your emotional resilience for the sake of external validation and superficial achievement. But even the most entrenched empires, both external and internal, eventually meet their inevitable fate. The collapse is not just an ending, it is a brutal, necessary act of ecological restoration for the soul. The breaking of the old systems, the shattering of the false narratives, the crumbling of the perceived certainties. This is the moment when the concrete jungles of the ego begin to crack, allowing the tenacious roots of the authentic self to finally push through. It is a process of rewilding, a conscious, often painful, a choice to dismantle the fences, to breach the dams, and to allow the sacred, untamed forces of your being to reclaim their rightful territory. This rewilding is not a return to a simplistic, idyllic past, but a forging of a future rooted in ancient wisdom. It is akin to the efforts to restore degraded ecosystems, where the land, once stripped, bare and poisoned, must be carefully nurtured back to health. This demands a profound shift in perspective, moving away from the ego's obsession with control, efficiency, and monoculture, towards the self's embrace of diversity, interdependence, and natural cycles. It means learning to listen to the whispers of the soil, the rhythm of the seasons, the inherent wisdom of the body, all voices that were brutally suppressed by the ego's industrial clockwork. The path of decolonization is not about imposing a new tyrannical regime, but about establishing a true, internal democracy, a confederation of all parts of the self, where the indigenous wisdom of the soul is finally given its rightful place at the council table. This involves a painstaking process of recognizing and integrating the exiled parts of yourself, the shadow elements, the unexpressed emotions, the primal instincts, not as enemies to be conquered, but as vital, sovereign citizens returning home from a long, forced exile. It means facing the profound grief for what was lost, the cultural trauma inflicted by the ego's reign, and beginning the arduous work of reconciliation. This is the labor of the alchemical albedo, the whitening, the washing clean after the blackness of nigredo. It is the moment when the chaotic decomposition begins to yield something new, something purified, something capable of reflecting light. The internal landscape, once a scene of devastation, begins to show signs of nascent life. New patterns of thought, feeling, and behavior emerge, not from the top-down decree of the ego, but from the organic, bottom-up intelligence of the self. You begin to differentiate between true wealth, the richness of authentic connection, purpose, and self-expression, and the fictional wealth of external status, material accumulation, and fleeting approval, which were merely the speculative bubbles of the ego's unsustainable market. The challenge now is to resist the insidious temptation to rebuild the old empire with new materials, to fall back into the comforting, yet ultimately destructive, patterns of control and self-exploitation. The ego, though wounded, is a cunning adversary, capable of rebranding its old tactics with the rhetoric of self-improvement or spiritual bypassing. True decolonization demands vigilance, a constant questioning of motives, and a deep commitment to the slow, often messy, work of genuine transformation. It is a lifelong pledge to cultivate an inner ecology that honors all its inhabitants, where the wildness of the soul is not tamed, but integrated, revered, and allowed to flourish in its magnificent, untamed glory. If this arduous journey into the depths of your being, this sacred act of reclaiming your inner sovereignty, stirs within you a deep resonance, a sense of belonging to a greater, unfolding epic, then asterisk asterisk commit to witnessing its full realization, asterisk asterisk subscribe. And let us continue to chart these ancient, yet eternally new, pathways of transformation together. For the great work of the soul is never truly finished, and the saga of your decolonization is but one chapter in the infinite epic of human awakening. The seeds of a new world are being sown, not in distant lands, but in the fertile ground of your own liberated heart. The seeds of a new world are being sown, not in distant lands, but in the fertile ground of your own liberated heart. This ground, once scorched by the fires of collapse and fertilized by the ashes of the old empire, is now ready for a harvest unlike any the ego could ever conceive. For this is not merely a planting, but a asterisk asterisk resacralization, asterisk asterisk of the inner landscape, a conscious choice to cultivate not for profit or prestige, but for the inherent, intrinsic value of life itself. This epoch of asterisk asterisk reconstruction asterisk asterisk is not about rebuilding the same factory on a new site, nor is it about erecting another monolithic empire. Instead, it is an era of artisanal craftsmanship, of patient cultivation, of rediscovering the subtle, intricate arts of living that the industrial age so ruthlessly suppressed. The self, no longer a colonized resource, emerges as the master weaver, the wise farmer, the indigenous artisan, capable of spinning the raw threads of experience into tapestries of profound meaning, of coaxing abundant life from the recalcitrant soil of the soul. No longer are you merely a cog in the machine of external demands. You become the asterisk asterisk master craftsman of your own existence, asterisk asterisk, imbuing every action, every thought, every emotion with the unique signature of your integrated being. The albedo phase, that purifying whitening, now gives way to the asterisk asterisk rubedo, asterisk asterisk, the reddening, the final alchemical stage of maturation and integration. This is the infusion of the spiritual gold, the vital lifeblood, back into the purified essence. It is the full embodiment of the self, where the once exiled shadow, no longer an adversary to be feared, but an invaluable source of raw power and untapped wisdom, is invited back into the fold. The ego, humbled and stripped of its tyrannical pretensions, transforms from an oppressive ruler into a loyal, efficient steward, a capable executive serving the profound vision of the sovereign self. This reconciliation is not an act of surrender, but an act of asterisk asterisk refederation asterisk asterisk, where every fragment of your being, your instincts, your intellect, your emotions. Your spirituality finds its rightful place within a harmonious, self-governing internal commonwealth. Consider the American spirit after the Civil War, a nation shattered, its ideological foundations deeply contested, yet forced to grapple with the painful, protracted process of reunification and reconstruction. Or imagine the quiet, resolute strength of a pioneer family rebuilding their homestead after a devastating prairie fire. Not with the industrial might of a corporation, but with grit, ingenuity, and a deep reverence for the land. This is the spirit of your inner rubedo, a profound resilience born from suffering, a renewed sense of purpose forged in the crucible of collapse, and a deep, abiding connection to the fundamental rhythms of life that transcend the fleeting ambitions of man-made systems. The fruit of this decolonization, this arduous journey of individuation, is not a static state of bliss, but a dynamic, living relationship with the totality of your being. It is the capacity to hold paradox, the light and the shadow, the joy and the sorrow, the individual and the collective, without fragmenting into internal civil war. It is the quiet confidence that arises not from external validation, but from the deep, unwavering knowledge of your own inherent worth and purpose. You become a conduit for something larger than your small I vessel through which the self, in its infinite wisdom, can express itself authentically and powerfully in the world. This is the ultimate return to sovereignty, not as an isolated monarch on a gilded throne, but as a living, breathing ecosystem, interconnected and interdependent, capable of both fierce autonomy and profound communion. The old narratives of endless growth and consumption give way to the sustainable practices of inner stewardship, of honoring the cyclical nature of life and death, creation and dissolution. You learn to discern between what truly nourishes your soul and what merely feeds the insatiable appetite of the ego's ghost. To journey to this place of profound integration, to become the sovereign architect of your own true life, is the greatest pilgrimage a human can undertake. It is a path that demands unwavering courage, relentless self-inquiry, and a profound commitment to truth, even when that truth feels like a wrecking ball to everything you once held dear. If the vision of this liberated self, this rewilded soul, calls to you with an undeniable urgency, if you feel the stirrings of this monumental shift within your own being, then stay with this unfolding narrative, Let your presence affirm the sacredness of this process. Like, share, and continue to engage. For the story of human awakening is a collaborative epic, and your voice, your journey, is an indispensable thread in the grand tapestry of our collective evolution. The transformation is far from complete, and the most magnificent revelations still lie ahead, waiting for you to fully step into the illuminated radiance of your own sovereign self. Your own sovereign self. This radiance, however, is not a static, singular beam, but a pulsating network of integrated light, reflecting the myriad facets of your being, each now liberated from the ego's oppressive shadow. It is the full blossoming of what Jung termed the individuated self not an isolated ego-driven unit, but a fully realized archetype, connected to the vast reservoir of the collective unconscious, yet distinct in its unique expression. The work of decolonization, however, does not conclude with the collapse of the old empire and the establishment of a new internal commonwealth. It is a continuous, vigilant act of ecological stewardship, akin to maintaining a meticulously restored national park in a world still largely driven by unsustainable exploitation. The ego, though dethroned, does not simply vanish. It transforms, seeking new, subtler ways to reassert its influence, to re-establish its familiar patterns of control. Often masquerading as spiritual growth or self-improvement, the ultimate act of spiritual bypassing, where the raw, messy work of integration is sidestepped for the veneer of enlightened detachment. This is the constant threat of neo-colonialism of the psyche, where old power structures simply adapt new guises, promising liberation while subtly re-enslaving the soul to new, more sophisticated forms of control. Therefore, the individuated self must become an astute inner diplomat, capable of negotiating the ongoing relationship between the newly empowered self and the humbled, yet still functional, ego. The ego, stripped of its imperial ambitions, now serves as a vital administrative function, managing the logistics of daily life, interacting with the external world on the self's behalf, but always under the ultimate authority of the deeper, authentic wisdom. It is the difference between a tyrannical monarch and a responsible prime minister, operating within the boundaries of a constitution drafted by the soul itself. This inner constitution is built on principles of integrity, authenticity, and profound self-awareness, replacing the old economic indicators of external success with the true wealth of inner coherence. Navigating the external world as a decolonized self presents its own unique set of challenges. You find yourself an anomaly, an economic outlier, in a global system still predicated on the ego's relentless pursuit of endless growth, external validation, and the commodification of every aspect of life. Your values, rooted in connection, meaning, and sustainable internal ecology, often clash with the dominant cultural narratives of consumption, competition, and superficial achievement. It is like being a master artisan in an era of mass production. Your craftsmanship viewed as inefficient, your dedication to quality misunderstood in a market driven by quantity. Yet, it is precisely in this divergence, in this refusal to be reassimilated into the old, broken systems, that your true power lies. Your very existence, lived authentically, becomes an act of quiet rebellion, a living manifesto for a different way of being. You become a beacon, a subtle disruption, a crack in the monolithic edifice of the collective ego, allowing glimmers of a more integrated, more sustainable human future to shine through. The ripples of your inner transformation extend outwards, not through overt proselytization, but through the magnetic resonance of your liberated presence, like a rewilded landscape, teeming with life and vitality. You begin to subtly regenerate the barren spiritual terrain around you. This is the ultimate goal of the infinite epic narrator, not merely to recount the grand sweep of history, but to reveal how these epic struggles are perpetually reenacted within the microcosm of each human soul. The battles for freedom, the collapses of empires, the arduous work of reconstruction and reconciliation, these are not distant historical events, but living, breathing processes unfolding within you at this very moment. The story of humanity is the story of your own individuation, and the fate of the world hinges, in no small part, on the courage of individuals to undertake this most perilous, yet profoundly rewarding, journey of asterisk self-liberation, asterisk. If these deeper currents of understanding, these ancient echoes of the soul's journey, resonate with the very core of your being, if you feel the weight of this collective narrative and the profound responsibility it entails, then asterisk seal your commitment to this unfolding epic, asterisk. Subscribe and actively engage with this ongoing exploration of the human condition. For the path ahead is long, filled with both shadows and incandescent light. And the wisdom gleaned from this journey is not merely for personal gain, but for the collective evolution of our species. The silent revolution has begun, one liberated soul at a time, transforming the very fabric of existence from within. This is not merely an isolated individual triumph, a solitary hermit's enlightenment on a mountaintop. No, the true power of decolonization, the enduring legacy of the individuated self, lies in its capacity to ripple outwards, to subtly, yet profoundly, repattern the vast, interconnected tapestry of the collective unconscious. For just as a single liberated river can re-nourish an entire parched landscape, so too can one awakened soul begin to irrigate the spiritual deserts of a civilization long parched by the ego's sterile, extractivist economy. Imagine the dawn of a new economic paradigm, not dictated by the centralized, monopolistic control of a few powerful entities, but by a decentralized, distributed network of regenerative ecosystems. This is the asterisk economy of the individuated soul, asterisk, a system where value is no longer measured by external accumulation or unsustainable growth, but by the richness of inner coherence, the abundance of authentic connection, and the regenerative capacity of liberated creativity. Each individuated human becomes a vibrant, self-sustaining node within this emerging network, contributing their unique gifts not from a place of fear or scarcity, but from an overflowing wellspring of purpose and intrinsic worth. The currency shifts from the ephemeral paper of fleeting trends and external validation to the immutable gold of truth, empathy, and wisdom. This new collective consciousness, however, does not arise without its own profound challenges. The shadows cast by the ego's long reign are not easily dispelled. Just as historical empires leave behind generations of trauma, systemic inequities, and deeply ingrained patterns of oppression that require centuries to unravel, so too does the collective psyche carry the residual weight of its own unintegrated darkness. The asterisk collective shadow, the projected fears, the denied vulnerabilities, the suppressed rage of humanity will continue to exert its gravitational pull, attempting to drag the nascent collective back into the familiar, albeit destructive, patterns of division, conflict, and self-annihilation. Therefore, the individuated self, having navigated its own internal civil war, now carries a new, profound responsibility to become a asterisk cartographer of the collective unconscious, mapping its treacherous territories, shining a light into its darkest corners, and challenging the enduring myths that perpetuate suffering on a grand scale. This requires a profound empathy for the collective woundedness, an understanding that the external conflicts The societal divisions, the systemic injustices, are but outward manifestations of humanity's unaddressed inner fragmentation. It is the recognition that the world's suffering is, in essence, the agonizing scream of the collective self, yearning for decolonization from the tyrannical grip of a collective ego. This is the ongoing work of the pioneer soul to forge new pathways of being in a world still clinging to the old. To demonstrate through lived experience that a different way of existence is not only possible, but profoundly necessary. It is to embody the principles of sovereignty, integration, and sustainable living, not as abstract ideals, but as the very bedrock of a meaningful life. The pioneer does not seek to conquer or dominate, but to cultivate, to nurture, to restore balance to the spiritual ecosystem of the planet. Their legacy is not one of monuments built to fleeting glory, but of fertile ground tilled, of poisoned waters purified, of forgotten wisdom reseeded into the collective memory. The narrative of humanity, like the vastness of the cosmos, is an infinite epic, constantly unfolding, perpetually challenging its protagonists to evolve beyond their current limitations. Each individual journey of decolonization, each soul's courageous confrontation with its own inner empire, adds another vital chapter to this grand story. It is a story of continuous creation, dissolution, and rebirth, mirroring the very cycles of the universe. The old gods fall, new paradigms emerge, and the eternal dance between light and shadow continues, but always with the promise of greater integration, deeper wisdom, and a more profound expression of the self, both individual and collective. If you recognize your place in this grand, unfolding saga, if the call to become a steward of this emerging future resonates within your spirit, then join the ranks of those who dare to dream a new world into being, subscribe, like, and share this message. For in its propagation, in its resonance with other awakening souls, lies the very power to hasten this collective shift. The time for passive observation is over. The era of active participation in the co-creation of a decolonized future has begun. Your engagement is not merely a click, it is an affirmation, a vote of confidence in the inherent capacity of humanity to transcend its own limitations, to heal its deepest wounds, and to finally embrace the boundless potential of its true, sovereign self. The next chapter awaits, and its pages are being written by us, together, in the incandescent light of our shared awakening. The next chapter awaits, and its pages are being written by us, together, in the incandescent light of our shared awakening. This dawning, however, is not a sudden burst of utopian brilliance, but a gradual, arduous ascent from the long night of collective unconsciousness, punctuated by the persistent shadows of unresolved historical trauma and the deeply ingrained pathologies of the human ego, now writ large on the global stage. For the journey of decolonization, once confined to the individual psyche, must inevitably expand its scope, transforming from a personal quest into a collective imperative demanding a renegotiation of the very social, economic, and political structures that have, for millennia, mirrored the internal tyranny of the ego. Consider the vast, complex undertaking of rebuilding a nation after a civil war, or orchestrating a global shift from fossil fuels to renewable energy. These are not simple policy changes. They are tectonic shifts in collective consciousness, demanding profound sacrifices of old comforts and established power dynamics. Similarly, the collective individuation of humanity necessitates a dismantling of the global ego's industrial military complex, its insatiable consumerism, and its divisive ideologies, all extensions of our own internal systems of exploitation and fragmentation. The true work begins when we recognize that the external battlefields, the economic disparities, the environmental devastation, are merely macroscopic projections of our unintegrated shadows, our collective trauma, and our deeply entrenched fear of the authentic self. This next phase, this grand societal rubedo, demands a radical re-evaluation of our collective values, moving away from the brittle metrics of gross domestic product and towards a more profound measure of gross national well-being, encompassing ecological health, social cohesion, and spiritual flourishing. It is an economic revolution that transcends mere resource allocation, evolving into a spiritual economy of shared consciousness, where empathy becomes the most valuable currency, and wisdom, rather than power, becomes the true capital. In this paradigm, the profit is the flourishing of all beings. The return on investment is the deepening of collective wisdom, and the market is the interconnected web of life itself. Yet, as with any profound shift, fierce resistance will arise from the entrenched powers of the old order, both within and without. The collective ego, like a desperate monarch facing inevitable abdication, will deploy its most sophisticated propaganda, its most cunning distractions, and its most brutal enforcement mechanisms to maintain its dominion. It will seek to recolonize the emerging collective consciousness, distorting the language of liberation, co-opting the symbols of awakening, and attempting to channel the rising tide of individuation into new, more subtle forms of control. This is the ultimate test of our collective vigilance, our ability to discern authentic progress from manufactured illusion, to differentiate between true liberation and mere rebranding of old chains. The role of the individuated pioneer, now expands beyond personal transformation. It becomes an act of cultural alchemy, Like the ancient shamans who once mediated between the human and spirit worlds, the awakened soul must now bridge the chasm between the collective ego's fractured reality and the unified potential of the collective self. This involves speaking truth to power, not with anger or judgment, but with the quiet authority of integrated wisdom. It requires embodying a life of integrity that serves as a living proof of concept, demonstrating the profound richness and resilience that arises when one lives in alignment with the deeper rhythms of the soul. This is not a call to lead a revolution in the traditional sense, but to become a living fractal of the emerging future, a microcosm of the macrocosmic shift. Each act of compassion, each choice for authenticity, each moment of conscious connection becomes a vital thread in the weaving of this new collective tapestry. We are building not a towering skyscraper of singular ambition, but a vast, intricate mycelial network of consciousness, where individual roots intertwine beneath the surface, sharing resources, communicating wisdom, and collectively nourishing the diverse ecosystem of humanity. The challenges are immense, the path uncertain, and the shadows long. But the very fact that these questions are now being articulated, that this deep yearning for decolonization is stirring within countless souls across the globe, is a testament to the powerful, unstoppable momentum of the self's return. The solar eclipse of the individual ego has revealed the corona of personal potential. Now, the collective eclipse of humanity's current paradigm is beginning to reveal the incandescent halo of our shared, unified self. To witness this grand revelation, to truly participate in the co-creation of this magnificent, terrifying, and ultimately redemptive future. Asterisk, asterisk, your continued presence is not merely welcomed, but profoundly necessary. Asterisk, asterisk. Join us, not as a spectator, but as an active participant in this final, the most epic chapter of human evolution. The story demands your courage, your vulnerability, and your unwavering commitment to the truth that lies buried beneath the rubble of the old world, waiting to be unearthed and brought into the incandescent light. And in that incandescent light, patiently unearthed from beneath the rubble of the old world, lies not just a forgotten truth, but the very blueprint for a regenerative future. This unearthing is not a gentle archaeological dig. It is a profound, often brutal, excavation into the deepest strata of collective memory, confronting the uncomfortable layers of trauma, denial, and systemic injustice that have solidified into the bedrock of our modern civilization. For just as a nation must confront its own historical atrocities, its genocides, its enslavements, its ecological devastations, to truly heal and move forward, so too must humanity as a collective engage in a profound process of asterisk, asterisk, truth and reconciliation, asterisk, asterisk, with its own past, acknowledging the immense suffering wrought by the unchecked ambitions of the collective ego. This is the agonizing yet sacred work of confronting the asterisk, asterisk collective shadow, asterisk, asterisk, not as an external enemy to be vanquished, but as an internalized legacy of unintegrated pain and suppressed potential. It demands an honest reckoning with the deep-seated fears that fuel our divisions, the archetypal wounds that drive our conflicts, and the unconscious biases that perpetuate cycles of oppression. It means looking unflinchingly at the ways in which our societal structures, our economic systems, and our political institutions have been meticulously engineered to reinforce the very fragmentation and exploitation that the individual ego so masterfully perfected. The systemic poverty, the environmental collapse, the endless wars, these are not mere policy failures. They are the externalized symptoms of a collective soul in profound dis-ease, screaming for the restoration of its intrinsic wholeness. To navigate this treacherous landscape of collective shadow, the individuated soul becomes a asterisk, asterisk beacon of critical consciousness, asterisk, asterisk, refusing to succumb to the seductive siren songs of mass delusion, propaganda, and manufactured consent. It is akin to the early abolitionists or suffragettes, standing against the overwhelming tide of established norms, speaking uncomfortable truths into a world desperate to maintain its comforting illusions. This is not an act of aggression, but of profound courage and moral clarity, rooted in the deep knowing that true liberation, for any one being, is inextricably linked to the liberation of all. The personal act of decolonization expands into a asterisk, asterisk political act of liberation, asterisk, asterisk, challenging the very foundations of the global power structures that mirror our internalized oppressions. The journey now shifts from merely rebuilding the self to reconstructing the collective narrative. From a story of scarcity, competition, and endless conquest to one of abundance, cooperation, and regenerative stewardship. This requires a profound reimagining of our shared future, a vision not born from the same old industrial logic of extraction and consumption, but from the ancient ecological wisdom of reciprocity and interconnectedness. It is the emergence of a post-colonial consciousness on a global scale, where the wisdom of indigenous cultures, long suppressed and derided, is finally recognized as the vital antidote to the unsustainable practices of the dominant Western paradigm. But make no mistake, this transition will not be smooth. The remnants of the old collective ego, like the most tenacious invasive species, will fight fiercely for survival, adapting, shape-shifting, and attempting to re-establish its dominance in new and insidious forms. The struggle against misinformation, against manufactured divisions, against the relentless commodification of human experience, these are the modern battlefields where the work of collective individuation is being waged. It is an ongoing eternal vigilance to protect the fragile seedlings of a new world from being choked by the weeds of the old. Yet, amidst this turbulence, there is an undeniable, powerful current of awakening, a growing network of individuated souls who, having traversed their own inner wilderness, are now extending their light into the wider world. They are the spiritual infrastructure, of the emerging future, creating hubs of connection, fostering communities of shared purpose, and demonstrating through their very existence that a different world is not only possible, but is already being born. Their strength lies not in their numbers, but in their coherence, their unwavering commitment to truth, and their profound capacity for empathy, qualities that the old, fragmented ego cannot comprehend, let alone replicate. If you feel this burgeoning network calling to you, if the resonance of these words strikes a chord deep within your own uncolonized heart, then do not merely observe, participate Your active engagement is the very fuel for this collective transformation. Share this narrative, with those who are stirring from their own long slumber. Like it as an affirmation of your solidarity. And subscribe to remain connected to this vital, unfolding epic. For the grand project of decolonizing the human spirit, both individually and collectively, is the greatest adventure of our age, and your unique contribution is an indispensable thread in the weaving of a future where all beings can finally flourish in the incandescent light of their true, integrated self. The next phase of this monumental undertaking is not theoretical, it is alive, pulsating and demanding your courageous presence. This courageous presence, so urgently demanded, is not merely a call to witness, but a summons to actively participate in the refounding of existence itself. For the act of decolonizing the individual soul, while monumental, is but the overture to the grand symphony of collective liberation. Just as the architects of a new nation, having overthrown the yoke of empire, must then gather to draft a new social contract, so too must the individuated souls of humanity convene, consciously or unconsciously, to forge the very principles of a new psychic republic ***. This is a profound shift from merely surviving the collapse of the old paradigm to deliberately, painstakingly, and reverently ***architecting the emergent one ***. The task before us is nothing less than the drafting of a *** planetary constitution for the collective self ***, a document not etched in brittle stone or dictated by fleeting political whims, but woven from the threads of universal archetypes, ecological wisdom, and the hard-won insights gleaned from millennia of human suffering and aspiration. This new social covenant will prioritize not the accumulation of external wealth, but the equitable distribution of inner well-being, not the dominion over nature, but the harmonious integration with its sacred rhythms, not the endless pursuit of power, but the profound cultivation of shared purpose and authentic connection. It is the conscious evolution from a scarcity-driven, competitive economy of fragmented egos to an abundance-based, cooperative ecology of integrated selves. However, the ghost of the old empire does not relinquish its hold easily. The *** phantom limbs of the collective ego ***, its deeply ingrained systems of control, its manipulative narratives, its insatiable hunger for division will continue to twitch and convulse, attempting to reassert their influence even as their central nervous system has been irrevocably severed. We will witness the rise of ** neo-colonial ideologies, ** masquerading as progress, attempting to co-opt the language of liberation for their own self-serving ends. New digital emperors will seek to enclose the vast commons of human consciousness, commodifying attention, monetizing emotion, and attempting to re-establish a virtual dominion over the very essence of human experience. This is a constant, subtle war of attrition, demanding an ***, unwavering discernment, ***, from every awakened soul. Thus, the individuated being becomes a ***, spiritual sentinel ***, standing guard at the gates of collective consciousness, capable of identifying the subtle infiltrations of the old paradigm. This means cultivating a radical skepticism towards all forms of manufactured consensus, a profound reverence for the dissenting voice, and an unwavering commitment to seek truth not in the pronouncements of authority, but in the deep, resonant wisdom of the self. It requires the courage to resist the seductive allure of simplification, to embrace the complex, often paradoxical nature of reality, and to hold the tension of opposites without fragmenting into tribalistic divisions. This is the ongoing *** gardening of the collective soul, ***, a patient, generational endeavor that demands a profound long-term vision. It is the work of cultural composting, allowing the decayed narratives and toxic ideologies of the past to break down, transforming them into fertile soil for new stories, new myths, and new ways of being. It involves nurturing the fragile seedlings of empathy, cooperation, and regenerative action, protecting them from the harsh winds of cynicism and the relentless encroachment of the old, extractive systems. Each act of conscious consumption, each choice for ethical living, each moment of genuine connection becomes a vital contribution to this vast, living ecosystem of human awakening. The promise that awaits, at the furthest horizon of this arduous journey, is not a static utopia, but a dynamically balanced state of collective individuation, where humanity as a species begins to realize its full archetypal potential. It is a world where the brilliance of the individual self contributes harmoniously to the magnificent, multifaceted corona of the collective self, perpetually radiating light, wisdom, and compassionate action. This is the age of integration, where the long-sundered fragments of humanity begin to knit themselves back into a coherent, conscious whole, finally fulfilling the ancient prophecy of our deepest being. If this profound vision of a decolonized future, this audacious call to participate in the rebirth of humanity, stirs the very core of your being, if you feel the immense weight and exhilarating promise of this historical moment, then cement your place in this grand, unfolding epic Your continued engagement is not just a personal choice. It is a vital, energetic contribution to the collective field. Asterisk. Share this message. Widely. Illuminate the path for others who are still navigating the shadows. And subscribe to remain an active, conscious participant in the greatest story ever told, the story of humanity's awakening to its true, integrated, and sovereign self. The work is immense, but the dawn is breaking, and your courageous presence is the very light that will guide us forward. This courageous presence, indeed, becomes the very genesis of a new manifest destiny, not one of territorial conquest and exploitation, but of internal exploration and the conscious, compassionate expansion of consciousness itself. It is the arduous work of pioneering a new frontier, not across vast physical landscapes, but within the uncharted territories of the collective human heart. This is the spiritual homesteading of the 21st century, where each individuated soul stakes its claim not on acres of land, but on the boundless potential of an uncolonized mind, cultivating its inner soil to yield not just personal abundance, but a sustainable harvest for the entire human family. The light that guides us forward is not a singular, blinding star, but a constellation of interconnected truths, each flickering into existence as individual souls awaken to their own sovereign power. This network of awakened consciousness forms a new kind of underground, railroad a clandestine pathway for ideas, insights, and authentic connections, bypassing the surveillance and control mechanisms of the old collective ego. It is a system of mutual aid and quiet rebellion, where the shared wisdom of the individuated becomes a lifeline for those still struggling in the oppressive plantations of societal conditioning and fear. The whispers of truth, once solitary and easily dismissed, now converge into a resonant hum, a vibrational frequency that begins to subtly destabilize the very foundations of the old, fragmented reality. Yet, this burgeoning luminescence also illuminates the deep, persistent shadows of the past, casting into stark relief the monumental work that remains. The American experiment, born of a fierce yearning for freedom, yet stained by the original sins of slavery and indigenous genocide, serves as a poignant, enduring metaphor for humanity's own struggle with its collective shadow. How does a nation, or indeed a species, truly decolonize its spirit when the very fabric of its identity is interwoven with historical trauma and systemic injustice? It demands not just an acknowledgement, but a profound, sustained reparations of the soul, a conscious effort to reintegrate the dismembered fragments of the collective psyche, to honor the voices long silenced, and to dismantle the invisible structures of privilege that perpetuate the wounds of the past. This is where the concept of collective accountability transcends mere legal or economic frameworks. Reaching into the deepest ethical and spiritual dimensions, it is the recognition that every unaddressed historical wound, every unacknowledged societal injustice, acts as a psychic dam, blocking the free flow of collective energy, creating internal pressure that inevitably erupts as conflict, disease, and environmental degradation. To heal the planet, we must heal the collective soul. To heal the collective soul, we must bravely face the inconvenient truths of our shared history, both personal and planetary. The individuated soul, having processed its own personal shadow, now becomes a vital catalyst for collective healing. It learns to hold the tension of profound paradox, to acknowledge the enormity of collective suffering without succumbing to despair, to witness the depth of human cruelty without losing faith in humanity's inherent goodness, and to champion justice without descending into righteous vengeance. This is the ultimate alchemy of compassion, transmuting the lead of historical trauma into the gold of collective wisdom and transformative action. It is a form of spiritual activism, that operates not through outward aggression, but through the unwavering resonance of an integrated being, embodying the very change it seeks to inspire. The challenges are immense, demanding a fortitude that transcends ordinary resilience. We are navigating the Great Transition, a period of profound uncertainty and accelerated change, where the old structures crumble faster than the new ones can be built. The global market, in its death throes, will continue to churn out distractions, anxieties, and engineered conflicts, attempting to divert humanity's attention from the true, internal revolution that is underway. It is a desperate attempt by the collective ego to maintain its illusion of control, to keep the populace fragmented, fearful, and perpetually consuming. But the tide has turned. The solar eclipse of collective consciousness has begun, revealing not just the corona of our shared potential, but the stark, disorienting silhouette of everything that must now fall away. The truth, like a relentless river, is carving new canyons through the resistant rock of denial. And in these newly exposed depths, amidst the beautiful, terrifying rawness of our shared humanity, lies the undeniable promise of a future forged not from conquest, but from genuine connection. If you feel this profound call to be a part of this epochal shift, if your soul recognizes its role in this grand healing, then lend your voice, your insight, and your strength to this unfolding saga. Share this message, to awaken kindred spirits. Like it to amplify its resonance. And subscribe to journey deeper into the heart of humanity's greatest transformation. For the next era of human existence is not merely arriving, it is being actively birthed through the courageous, conscious choices of each individuated soul. The courageous, conscious choices of each individuated soul. This nascent era, though brimming with the promise of unprecedented integration, is born into a world still saturated with the residual energies of the collapsing old, much like a tender sapling pushing through the cracked pavement of an abandoned industrial park. The air itself remains heavy with the particulate matter of bygone ideologies, the spiritual debris of fragmented consciousness that still seeks to stifle growth, to re-entangle the liberated with the chains of the familiar. This is the challenging terrain of post-collapse stewardship where the work is no longer merely to survive the cataclysm, but to actively, deliberately, and with profound intention, cultivate the conditions for a new kind of flourishing. It is the architectural labor of building resilience, not just in individual psyches, but within the very communal fabrics that connect us. Imagine the pioneers of a post-apocalyptic landscape, not seeking to restore the very systems that led to their downfall, but forging entirely new ways of living, rooted in collaboration, resourcefulness, and a deep reverence for the regenerated land. They do not merely survive. They thrive by aligning with the inherent wisdom of the ecosystem, both external and internal. The new spiritual economy that begins to emerge from this stewardship is one built on principles entirely antithetical to the ego's extractive model. Here, the true measure of wealth is not what one consumes or accumulates, but what one generously contributes to the collective well-being. The currency is not fiat money backed by debt, but reciprocal energy the genuine exchange of gifts, talents, and insights that flow freely through a network of trust and mutual support. Scarcity. Once the foundational myth of the old empire, is revealed as a manufactured illusion, replaced by the deep understanding of inherent abundance, that arises when resources, both tangible and intangible, are shared with an open heart and a collective vision. This is the re-establishment of the gift economy at a planetary scale, where the deepest human needs are met not through transactional exchange, but through the spontaneous overflow of generosity. However, the ghost of the industrial capitalist ego, like a particularly tenacious invasive species, will continue to adapt and evolve, seeking new niches within this emergent ecology. We will see the rise of pseudo-spiritual commodification, where the language and practices of liberation are packaged, branded, and sold as shortcuts to enlightenment, divorcing authentic transformation from the rigorous, often painful, work of individuation. This is the insidious attempt to recolonize the spiritual commons, to turn the sacred journey into another market opportunity, promising transcendence while subtly reinforcing the very consumerist mindset it claims to transcend. This demands a profound inner discernment, a radical commitment to direct experience and intuitive knowing, as opposed to relying on external gurus or prefabricated spiritual narratives. The individuated soul, now operating as a cultural immune system, develops an acute sensitivity to these subtle forms of psychic manipulation. It learns to distinguish between genuine wisdom that empowers and liberates, and superficial dogma that seeks to control and conform. This is the embodiment of what ancient traditions called dharma, a righteous path not dictated by external law, but by an inner alignment with universal truth and the unique purpose of one's own integrated self. Each choice, Each interaction becomes an opportunity to reinforce the integrity of this emerging system, to strengthen its energetic boundaries against the lingering toxins of the old. This profound repatterning of consciousness, this patient cultivation of a new collective reality, is the true meaning of asterisk. Asterisk human evolution in action. Asterisk, asterisk. It is not a distant biological process, but a conscious, deliberate unfolding of our highest potential, driven by the courage of each individual to decolonize their inner world and, in doing so, contribute to the liberation of the collective. The challenges are immense, demanding a long-term vision that transcends individual lifespans, a commitment to future generations that echoes the wisdom of indigenous elders who plan for 7 generations ahead. We are laying the groundwork for a civilization that measures its success not by its conquests or its material wealth, but by the flourishing of all life, the depth of its collective wisdom, and the authenticity of its shared human experience. If the resonance of this grand, unfolding vision ignites a spark of recognition deep within your being, if you feel the urgent call to contribute to this monumental shift in human consciousness, then asterisk, asterisk, do not hesitate to plant your own seeds of intention. Asterisk, asterisk. Join the ever-growing network of awakened souls by asterisk, asterisk, subscribing asterisk, asterisk to this channel, lending your energetic support to this crucial dialogue. Asterisk, asterisk. Share this message asterisk, asterisk as a torch for those still navigating the labyrinthine shadows. And asterisk, asterisk, like asterisk, asterisk, it as an affirmation of your unwavering commitment to this collective journey. For the greatest epic is not a tale of the past, but the living, breathing story of our shared future, being written right here, right now. By each courageous act of individual and collective liberation, your part in this saga is not passive. It is essential, incandescent, and utterly indispensable. Your part in this saga is not passive. It is essential, incandescent, and utterly indispensable. For in the grand theatre of cosmic and human evolution, the ultimate act of liberation is not merely the overthrow of an oppressive regime, but the meticulous, conscious crafting of a new form of asterisk, asterisk sovereignty, asterisk, asterisk -1 that transcends the archaic notions of power over and embraces the radiant truth of asterisk, asterisk power within asterisk, asterisk. This emergent authority does not reside in gilded palaces or corporate boardrooms, but in the resonant frequency of an integrated being, in the quiet authenticity that draws others like moths to a flame, not by force, but by the sheer luminosity of its truth. This is the birth of the asterisk, asterisk, resonant leader, asterisk, asterisk, whose influence emanates not from hierarchical command, but from the deep, vibrational alignment with the collective self. They are the living conduits through which the wisdom of the ages flows, the archetypal navigators charting courses through the uncharted waters of a planetary transformation. Their leadership is a form of asterisk, asterisk spiritual stewardship, asterisk, asterisk, guiding humanity not by dictating paths, but by illuminating the inherent sovereignty within each individual, fostering a mycelial network of consciousness where every node is both a leader and a follower, a teacher and a student, eternally interconnected and mutually empowering. However, the journey to establish this new order, this decentralized network of conscious co-creation, is fraught with the lingering perils of the old. The asterisk, asterisk shadow of centralized power, asterisk, asterisk, a spectre of control refined over millennia, continues to hover, attempting to re-establish its dominion through new, more insidious means. We are witnessing the rise of digital feudalism where the vast commons of information and connection are being enclosed, privatized, and leveraged for the profit of a new class of technological overlords. The very tools designed for connection become instruments of surveillance, manipulation, and the commodification of attention, a sophisticated recolonization of the mind, designed to keep humanity fragmented, distracted, and perpetually in a state of manufactured dependency. This demands an unwavering digital discernment from the individuated soul, a capacity to navigate the labyrinthine corridors of the information age without losing one's internal compass. It requires the courage to disconnect from the noise, to cultivate inner stillness, and to protect the sanctity of one's own internal ecology from the relentless onslaught of external demands and engineered anxieties. Just as the pioneers of the American West had to learn the harsh realities of the untamed wilderness, so too must the pioneers of this new consciousness learn to survive and thrive in a digital landscape, rife with both boundless opportunity and profound peril. The true economic revolution now unfolding is not one of mere financial redistribution, but of a fundamental re-evaluation of what constitutes true wealth. It is the shift from a gross domestic product measured in unsustainable consumption to a gross global happiness rooted in ecological balance, social justice, and the flourishing of the human spirit. This is an economy of regenerative reciprocity where every exchange is designed to give more than it takes, to enrich the soil of both human connection and planetary health. The profit motive, once the ruthless engine of exploitation, is transformed into a purpose motive, driving innovation not for personal gain, but for collective upliftment. This is the ongoing work of sacred engineering where the blueprints for our societal structures are no longer drawn from the cold, calculating logic of the ego, but from the living, breathing wisdom of the self. It is the conscious creation of institutions, communities, and systems that reflect the inherent interconnectedness of all life, that honor diversity as strength, and that prioritize the well-being of the whole over the fleeting gains of the few. This demands a profound courage to dismantle the decaying infrastructure of the old, to face the inevitable resistance from those who benefit from its continued decay, and to meticulously, patiently, build anew, brick by spiritual brick. The era we inhabit is thus a crucible of choice, a moment in history when the trajectory of humanity hangs in the balance. Will we succumb to the seductive pull of the lingering shadows, allowing the ghost of the old empire to recolonize our nascent future? Or will we rise to the immense challenge of collective individuation, embodying the principles of sovereignty, integration, and courageous compassion? The answer lies not in grand pronouncements or utopian visions, but in the everyday choices of each awakened soul, in the persistent acts of integrity, and in the unwavering commitment to truth. If this epic call to participate in the most profound transformation of human history resonates with the deepest chambers of your heart, if you feel the immense weight of this responsibility and the incandescent promise of a decolonized future, then let your commitment be known Join the ranks of the spiritual homesteaders, the resonant leaders, the digital discerners, by subscribing to this unfolding narrative. Asterisk asterisk. Share this message as a beacon for those still lost in the old world's twilight. And like it as an affirmation of your unwavering dedication to the collective awakening. For the greatest story is not yet written. It is being forged right now, in the vibrant, courageous choices of each sovereign soul. And the time for the next chapter is not just upon us, it is within us, waiting to be fully expressed in the symphony of shared liberation. Waiting to be fully expressed in the symphony of shared liberation. This is not merely the harmonious culmination of individual melodies, but the conscious construction of a grand, multi-orchestrated composition, where each unique instrument, each individuated soul, finds its resonant place within a planetary chorus. The old, discordant notes of competitive striving and isolated suffering begin to fade, replaced by the rising crescendo of symbiotic co-creation, a truly democratic symphony, guided not by a single, autocratic conductor, but by the innate intelligence of the collective self. This emergent symphony, however, faces the profound challenge of overcoming the deeply ingrained auditory hallucinations of the past, the cacophony of fear, the shrill cries of division, the relentless, monotonous rhythm of consumption that still echoes in the collective unconscious. For millennia, humanity has been conditioned to respond to the martial drumbeat of the ego, to march in lockstep with its rigid hierarchies and its scarcity-driven directives. The transition to a polyphonic, interdependent harmony requires not just new instruments, but a complete retuning of our collective ears, a patient retraining of our hearts to listen for the subtle, interwoven melodies of connection rather than the isolating solos of individual ambition. The very infrastructure of this new, resonant society demands a radical re-engineering. Imagine the vast, intricate network of a healthy forest, where trees communicate through an unseen mycelial network sharing nutrients, warning of threats, and supporting the weaker members of the ecosystem. This organic, decentralized intelligence stands in stark contrast to the brittle, top-down structures of the old industrial empire, the towering, isolated skyscrapers of corporate power, the meticulously paved highways designed for speed and extraction, the centralized grids vulnerable to single points of failure. The emergent human society, mirroring the wisdom of nature, seeks to become a rhizomatic civilization, where power flows not from a single apex, but through an interconnected web of sovereign, self-organizing nodes, each contributing to the resilience and vitality of the whole. This shift represents a profound economic regenesis, moving beyond the ephemeral metrics of the stock market and the abstract promises of venture capital. The true wealth of this new era will be measured not in quarterly profits, but in the regenerative capacity of our communities, the vibrancy of our shared culture, and the depth of our spiritual connection. It is an economy of intrinsic value, where the worth of a human being, a forest, or a river is no longer assessed by its exploitable utility, but by its inherent sacredness and its contribution to the overall health of the planetary ecosystem. This demands a radical divestment from the ghost assets of the old paradigm, the industries built on extraction, the narratives founded on division, the technologies designed for surveillance, and a profound reinvestment in the living capital of conscious connection, ecological restoration, and the cultivation of inner wisdom. Yet, as the old empire senses its inevitable decline, its last vestiges of power will lash out with renewed ferocity. The digital frontier once hailed as the ultimate liberator of information and connection, now stands as the new battleground for the soul. We are witnessing the rise of information, feudalism where attention itself is the most valuable commodity. And the algorithms of control seek to recolonize our very minds, shaping our perceptions, manufacturing our consent, and herding us into isolated digital tribes. The promise of the global village risks devolving into a vast, meticulously curated digital panopticon, where genuine connection is replaced by curated performance, and authentic dialogue is drowned out by the clamor of engineered outrage. Thus, the individuated soul, having painstakingly decolonized its own inner territory, now faces the urgent task of becoming a cyber sentinel a guardian of the digital commons. This requires not merely technological literacy, but a profound ethical clarity, an unwavering commitment to truth, and an intuitive understanding of the subtle manipulations at play. It is the modern-day equivalent of the lone homesteader, meticulously cultivating a small patch of fertile ground in a vast, untamed wilderness, knowing that their small act of sovereignty contributes to the potential for a larger, more resilient future. The digital realm, like any frontier, offers both immense potential for liberation and unprecedented avenues for exploitation. Our collective future hinges on which path we choose to pave. This is the ultimate great experiment of human consciousness. Can a species, long addicted to the intoxicating illusion of control and the destructive patterns of its collective ego, consciously choose a different path? Can it embrace the profound vulnerability and the exhilarating responsibility of true liberation, not just for the individual, but for the entire planetary family? The answer to this epochal question is being written, not in ancient scrolls or prophetic texts, but in the lived choices of each awakening soul, in every act of conscious connection, every refusal to be recolonized, and every courageous step taken towards the grand symphony of shared liberation. If the echoes of this momentous choice resonate within your very being, if you feel the urgent call to contribute your unique note to this unfolding cosmic opera, then confirm your presence in the ensemble, subscribe to this channel, affirming your commitment to this profound journey of collective individuation. Share this message with those who are stirring, for in its resonance lies the power to awaken new instruments. And like it, as a vibrational offering to the nascent collective consciousness. For the age of integration is not a distant ideal. It is a living, breathing reality, being birthed through the courageous, conscious choices of each sovereign soul. Your participation is not merely desired, it is indispensable, a vital thread in the weaving of our shared destiny. Your participation is not merely desired, it is indispensable, a vital thread in the weaving of our shared destiny. For this destiny is not a preordained tapestry revealed in a flash, but a complex, ever-evolving design, meticulously crafted by the myriad threads of individual consciousness, each chosen for its unique hue, its tensile strength, its capacity to intertwine with others. The ***age of integration *** is thus not a static monument, but a living, breathing, *** collective work of art, ***, perpetually under construction, its beauty residing in the dynamic interplay of its diverse components. This grand weaving, however, is not without its challenges, for the threads of the past, the brittle, frayed fibers of fear, division, and exploitation still cling stubbornly to the loom. The lingering presence of the *** collective ego ***, though dethroned from its absolute dominion, continues to exert a subtle of insidious influence, attempting to unravel the nascent patterns of integration, to inject discordant colors, and to re-establish the familiar, if destructive, designs of separation. We witness this in the persistent resurgence of *** ideological tribalism ***, where the human longing for belonging is weaponized, channeled into exclusive, rigid camps, each convinced of its singular truth and demonizing all others. This is the ultimate *** psychic gerrymandering ***, carving up the vast territory of human consciousness into easily controlled, perpetually warring factions. To counteract this, the individuated soul is called to become a *** master weaver of empathy, ***, capable of discerning the universal human longing beneath the superficial narratives of division. This involves cultivating a profound *** narrative literacy ***, understanding that the stories we tell ourselves, individually and collectively, are the very loom upon which our reality is constructed. It demands the courage to challenge the dominant narratives of scarcity and competition, and to actively, consciously, participate in the co-creation of new, empowering myths of inherent abundance, of radical interdependence, and of the transformative power of shared vulnerability. This is the *** remythologizing of humanity, ***, replacing the old, fear-based fables of conquest with the timeless sagas of connection and courageous coexistence. The economic landscape of this emerging integration is nothing less than a *** renaissance of communal value, ***. It is the rediscovery that true prosperity lies not in the isolated hoarding of resources, but in the generative flow of reciprocal exchange, much like the vibrant marketplaces of ancient civilizations where goods, skills, and stories were traded with equal reverence. This is the blossoming of ** regenerative economics ***, where every human endeavor is designed not to extract and deplete, but to replenish and enhance the intricate web of life. Imagine vast, interconnected cooperatives, their value systems rooted in ecological stewardship and social equity, operating with a transparent integrity that shatters the opaque, exploitative models of the past. The bottom line is no longer merely profit, but ** planetary flourishing, ***, a holistic measure that encompasses the health of our ecosystems, the well-being of our communities, and the spiritual vitality of every being. However, the forces of the old paradigm, deeply entrenched and immensely resourceful, will not simply recede into the shadows without a fight. The ** ghosts of Wall Street ***, The spectres of unchecked speculation and manufactured crises continue to haunt the periphery of this emergent system, seeking to re-establish their parasitic grip. We will see sophisticated attempts to tokenize human connection, to financialize empathy, and to commodify even the most sacred aspects of personal growth, transforming genuine transformation into another marketable product. This demands an unwavering ethical discernment, a steadfast refusal to allow the subtle, spiritual capital of human connection to be subjected to the volatile whims of a dying market. Thus, the individuated soul, having secured its own internal sovereignty, now stands as a guardian of the commons, both physical and spiritual. This requires an active, conscious engagement with the world, not from a place of reactive protest, but from a grounded, integrated wisdom. It is the work of cultivating conscious communities, both local and global, that serve as living laboratories for this new way of being, hubs of innovation, resilience, and authentic human connection. These communities become the vital, beating hearts of the emerging planetary organism, demonstrating through lived example that a future rooted in cooperation, empathy, and ecological harmony is not merely an idealistic dream, but a tangible, achievable reality. The path ahead is illuminated not by a single blazing star, but by the collective luminescence of countless individual lights, each bravely shining forth its unique truth. This is the cosmic dance of individuation and integration, a perpetual movement towards greater wholeness, both within ourselves and within the vast, interconnected tapestry of existence. The epic is far from over. Indeed, it is only just beginning to unfold its most magnificent chapters. If you recognize your place in this grand, unfolding narrative, if you feel the urgent call to contribute your unique light to this collective awakening, then do not let this moment pass unacknowledged. Confirm your unwavering commitment to this journey by subscribing to this channel, becoming an active participant in this ongoing dialogue. Share this message, with those whose spirits are stirring, allowing its resonance to ignite their own inner flames. And it as a vibrational offering, an affirmation of your deepest truth. For in this shared act of conscious engagement, we are collectively weaving the very fabric of a decolonized, integrated future. The tapestry is waiting for your thread, your color, your unique design.